Hi everyone. When I did the dragonfly stitch crochet tutorial a little while ago, someone asked if I could do one for a little mat or a coaster. So this is what I've done. You could actually use it as a granny square and join them together to make a large blanket, or you could just do a mat like this, or you could even carry on round doing more rows and adding more dragonflies into it to make an even larger tablecloth or a blanket, whatever you feel creative for really. I've added a little contrast border to this to just firm up the edge and to make it look quite pretty, I think, there. What you get is a little dragonfly design, body and 4 wings, and you get one of those on each side. So I'll show you how I did it. It's quite an easy thing, it's just using a few stitches, and I hope if you make one you enjoy it. So to begin with, we'll make 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll join them with a slip stitch. Now if you prefer to do the magic loop, that's fine, you can do that, it's whatever you prefer. Now into that circle I will start off, I'm going to be working trebles, which in the US are double crochets, I believe, yes, double crochet. As I say, in the UK we call them trebles. So I shall begin with 3 chain, and that will count as your first stitch, and then I shall work 15 trebles into it, which will give me the equivalent of 16 trebles. So then we've got the 16. Now if you don't want such a large hole in the centre of your mat, you can just reduce the number of chains. You could do 6, 5, 4, whatever, or as I say, do a magic loop which you can then tighten to a really tight circle. But I quite like a little hole in the centre there of the mat. I shall now slip stitch into the top of the 3 chain that you started with, just to join it. So for the next round we're going to begin making some corners. So we'll do 3 chain, which will count as your first stitch, 1 treble, and into the base of it there, where that treble is coming up with the chain, or the chains are coming up I should say, just there, just work a treble into the same stitch. So that's the equivalent of 2 trebles. Then do 3 chain and work 2 treble again into the very same spot, and that will be your first corner. So there's your corner started. Now we'll just do 3 trebles, 1 in each stitch, so 1 in that one, 1 in the next one, and 1 in the next one, and then we'll do another corner. So in the next stitch we'll do 2 treble, 3 chain, 2 treble, all in the same stitch. So 2 treble, 3 chain and 2 treble. You can see the corners starting to form there. And we'll do 3 trebles for the next side, so 1 in each. And again we'll do a corner, so into the next stitch 2 treble, 3 chain and 2 treble. And down the next side we do 3 treble, 1 in each stitch, and then do another corner of 2 treble, 3 chain, 2 treble, all in one stitch. And finish off with 3 trebles just down that side. And then that brings you to that 3 chain that you started with there, and simply slip stitch into the top of it to join the round. And there you can see the corners starting to take shape. Now for the next round we're just going to slip stitch into that space there that we made for the corner, so that we're starting actually working into that 3 chain space on the corner. So do 3 chain, which will count as your first stitch, 1 treble, 3 chain and 2 trebles, just like we did on the other rounds for the corners. And there's the corner again with the 3 chains on each point. Now what we're going to do now is start doing the little dragonfly. So we're going to work 3 stitches, miss the centre one and work 2 chains over it, and then come back up to this corner. So it's 3 stitches, 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3, then do 2 chain, miss that stitch and go into the next one and do 3 trebles. And that brings you up ready to go into the corner. Now we're going to work straight into this space where we'd done the 3 chains. So 2 treble in there, then 3 chain and then 2 treble. Then again we're going to do 3 stitches as normal. 1, 2, and 3, and then again 2 chain, miss that stitch and go into the next one and do 3 stitches, which again will bring you up to the corner where you will do 2 treble, 3 chain and 2 treble into the corner, and we carry on like that, doing this miss stitch on each side. So I shall do the other 2 sides. I won't keep you waiting while I do them. I shall do them and then come back for the next round. As you can see there, you can see where the body's beginning, and then you've got the corners here. Now as you come back round to join the last round, do the last stitch just sort of into the top of the slip stitch that you did there as you slipped over into the space, and then slip stitch to join the round in the top of the 3 chains you did as your first stitch, and then slip stitch into the space for the corner, so that we then start the next round as 3 chain, which is your first stitch, treble, 3 chain and then 2 treble. And then we're going to begin the wings of the dragonfly, and we're going to do that by stopping short 3 stitches there so that we leave another gap. So we'll just do 2 stitches here, 1, 2, and we'll do 3 chain and miss those 3 stitches, and into that gap there we'll just work a double crochet, single crochet if they're in the US, and then do 3 chain, then miss 3 stitches, so going into that one, and just do 2 up to the corner, and then into the corner we'll do the normal 2 treble, 3 chain and 2 treble. I'll show you one more side and then you do those 2 exactly the same. So it's 2 stitches, 1, 2 and 3 chain, miss 3 stitches and work down into the space you made in the previous row with that double crochet, single crochet if you're in the US, 3 chain, miss 3 stitches and work 2 trebles into the stitch there, 2 stitches there, and then work another corner of 2 treble, 3 chain, 2 treble. So I shall finish off the next 2 sides and then come back and show you the rest of it. Again, when we come back round, I'm just going to slip stitch into that first 3 chain stitch, and as you can see there we've got the base and the first set of wings of the dragonfly there. So as before we're going to just slip stitch into the corner, 3 chain as your first stitch, 1 treble, 3 chain and then 2 trebles. And this time we're going to just miss 1 stitch, so we're going to work into the next 3, doing a treble in each, so 1, oops I missed that one, sorry, let's get myself sorted out, 2, 3, and now we're going to do 4 chain this time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're now going to work into the stitch you did there, that little double crochet. Now if you can, try to get right into the centre and just at the back there, it's really hard, I can't show it to camera, but at the back there if you can get behind the stitch that's at the back, it just puts you in the very centre of that stitch and gives it a much nicer V shape. It doesn't matter if you can't, but if you can get through the centre there, as I say, you can see how it gives you the 2 V's rather than just working into the top of the stitch. And then do 4 chain and miss 1 stitch over here and work into the 3 at the edge. So 1, 2 and 3, and then we'll do the corner as we have done on all the rounds, 2 trebles, 3 chain and 2 treble. And work 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and again missing that last stitch there, we'll do 4 chain and work into that centre stitch. As I say, it's a bit hard. If I try to pull it open a bit, I don't know if you can see inside it there, it's really hard, but there is a little tiny stitch inside, and if you can get just up and under it, as I say, it just finishes off the V a little bit neater, but don't worry if you can't, it'll be fine. Do 4 chain, and then miss that one on this side and finish off the side there to those 3, and then continue the same on the other 2 sides. So there you can see the wing, the top wings now beginning to form. So I'll do the other 2 sides and come back round and I'll show you the final row to finish off the dragonfly. So I've come back round, slip stitched into that 3 chain that we started with, and now, as I say, we'll just finish off the dragonfly's top wings. So again, slip stitch into that corner, 3 chain, treble, 3 chain and 2 treble. Now this time we're going to work in every one of those trebles of the previous row. So that's 5 of them. We're working to the 5. Now into this chain space here we're going to do 4 trebles. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now because this is dipping down here, we need a longer stitch just to bring the top edge nice and level. So into there I'm going to do a double treble. Now I think in the US you call those triple. No, you can't call them triple treble, can you? You call our treble a double crochet, so it must be a triple double crochet. No, it can't be that either. Sorry, I don't know. I shall put an annotation on of what you call it if I can find out. Sorry about that. They get so confusing, these different terms between 2 different countries. So a double treble anyway to us is twice around the needle into that space of the double crochet down there, through the yarn, through the yarn, through the yarn, twice each time, and then 4 trebles on this side, 1, 2, 3 and 4 into that chain space, and then 5 across the top here, 1 in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then just work the corner as we have done on all the other rounds of 2 treble, 3 chain, 2 treble. And then I shall do the side again. I shall do 5 in here, and I'll just show you that that double treble stitch again in the centre. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So for the wings we did 4 into the chain space, and then this double treble, so it's twice around the hook into the stitch, trying to get under that little one again if you can, through twice, through twice, and through twice, or through two I should say, and then 4 in the chain space, 4 trebles. And then 1 in each of these 5, then the corner, and then do the others exactly the same. So I'll finish those off and come back round to the start. So there we go, I've come back round, slip stitched into that first stitch, and as you can see it's now complete. So I could either finish off, or to give a little bit more strength to the edge, if you're going to use it as a coaster, I would run a little row of double crochets, single crochets if you're in the US, and just around the edge, and it will firm it up. You could even do a pretty little picot edge or something, but if you want to continue and say make a blanket, just carry on going. There might come a point where as it gets bigger up here you would need to start adding in another dragonfly, perhaps offset, one there, but it'd be worked in the same way, just going round and round to make a blanket. Or you could join them, make them as a granny square, join them together. There's lots of different things you can do, but it gives this nice effect. If I just pull it into shape, you can see how the corners have this nice like a mitered edge look there up the corners, and at each one you've got the little dragonfly in there, if you can see it, on each side. So I think it's quite effective. So if you do have a go, do share with me what you make. I'd love to see them, and I hope it works for you, and enjoy whatever you get up to. Bye for now.